Hey gang, Bravo Carl 92 here. So it's Sunday, August 11th. What have I been up to? Well, I got the Dodge pretty much buttoned up, and had to go away this past week on a business trip that took me to Ontario, California, and Chicago, Illinois. And actually tonight I'm actually headed out to Miami for another leg of this little seminar we're doing. So anyhow, well, I got some stuff to do in the garage today, so let me show you what I got. Alright, so these ag tires I have on my mower here tend to chew the grass up quite a bit when you make tight turns. So I had these turf tires over here that I took off a set of wheels for someone because he thought they were junk. They look pretty decent to me. They hold air. So I'm going to take these wheels off and swap out and put the turf tires on and see what happens. So let's get going with that. Alright. Sorry if that was boring. Some lube. Should you use WD-40? Probably not. Works well for me though. PSI. one down. Put you guys back on in a sec. Alright, so we have both wheels changed now. Excuse me, both tires, so I'm gonna go off and cut the grass in a couple minutes. But I did want to show you guys the Dodge now that it's pretty much completed, and tell you about a couple other things I need to do to it still. Alright, so the front bumper's on, and yeah, I took it for a ride last night. Runs nice. The V10 badges are now gone, and I put these Banks Power badges in place that came with the quick turbo. So while I was away, I ordered a couple of things from Summit, and let me show you what I got. Alright, so I got these nice Phantom 2 gauges here. So I got a new trans temp gauge, and I got a boost gauge, and I'm pondering getting a pyrometer also for the exhaust temperature. So the idea is this gauge that's on top of the steering column here, I'm going to get rid of that. I don't like it, it blocks the speedometer anyway. And I've got this this gauge pod here that's going to go on that pillar over there. The only thing is if I do the pyrometer now, I'm going to have to exchange that for a 3 gauge setup, but I guess Summit's really good about taking stuff back, so I guess I'll just send that back and exchange it for a 3 gauge pod, or maybe even I think they might sell a complete pillar. I'll take a look. So anyhow, I'll show you a couple things in a second. So here's the engine compartment as it's all buttoned up. I swapped out my red top Optima on this side for another deep cycle yellow top that's the same size as the other one. The lady I spoke to at Optima, I don't know, she was kind of confused. She told me, well, you know, you shouldn't put in 2 bigger batteries than you originally had. Well, if they fit in the tray, why the hell not? So anyhow, so I wound up buying another Group 31 here. This is it's 900 cold cranking amps. So with the plow and everything, I think the deep cycles are definitely a better way to go. Well, anyhow, I charged the AC up yesterday. I pulled vacuum down on it last week before I left for my trip. So I guess it was like Sunday or whatever. And when I stuck the gauges on it yesterday, still had awesome vacuum. In fact, I almost think it had more vacuum in the system when I was when I checked it yesterday than it did when I pulled it down, because I could swear it was on 29 when I pulled it down. When I stuck the gauges back on it yesterday, it was at 30 inches. So anyhow, so I put 2 pounds of Freon in the system, R134A, and the system seems to be cooling real nice. So anyhow, I mentioned that the truck drives nice. Yeah, it does drive nice. The only issue is, and I kind of anticipated this, is that the governor in the transmission has to be swapped out with one from a diesel. The shift point on the gas motor is just a little bit too high. So if I drive around, you know, with normal throttle, the truck will upshift and, you know, get all the way up into 4th gear and overdrive without issue. But if I put my boot into it to really to get going, the engine basically hits the 2600 RPM rev limiter, and the trans doesn't shift, which, you know, isn't surprising. So I called Suncoast Transmission in Florida, and he's out of governors right now. He's expecting some in within the next 1 to 2 weeks, he said. So he told me to give him a call, I guess Wednesday this week coming up, and see if he's got one. And you know, hopefully I can get one of those from him, and we can swap that out. I'll do a nice video on that. That shouldn't be too hard. I just got to pull the drive shafts, the transfer case, and the overdrive housing off the transmission. So that should be a pretty quick swap. So anyhow, that's what we got with that. So I'm going to go off and cut my grass and get this place tidied up, and I'll see about putting you guys back on a little later on. So see you in a bit. All right, so we're going to cut some grass. When the GoPro crapped out, but the battery on that thing is a problem. But anyhow, so anyway, lawn's done. Gonna get a couple other things done today and gotta get packed, so this might be it for the movie. So if it is, thanks for watching. And if it's not, we'll see you in a little bit. Alright, so one other thing I've been messing around with is the 2002 Passat that we have over here. The driver's side seat decided to stop moving properly. So all the memory functions that were on it wouldn't work. And if you wanted to slide the seat, say forward or backwards, if you push the button, it would move like 1/4 of an inch at a time. If you move the button like 2 or 3 times quick, like double clicked it, triple clicked it, then you'd actually get the seat to move. So anyway, what I traced it down to was the power seat module, which is mounted right here. I talked about it with a couple of friends of mine, and you know, we thought, oh, maybe it's a switch, but since every function was the same way, forward, backward, up and down, tilt, the backrest and everything, and there's really not much in the switch pack. I took a chance and picked up, well, this is the old one here. I picked up this module here on eBay for 26 bucks, and it fixed the seat. So I'm just in the process of bolting that back in and putting the seat back together. I found a little trick to keep the seat from falling on me. I actually pulled the seat belt out and I hooked it up to the back seat. So anyhow, just doing a normal Sunday thing. So anyhow, I'll talk to you guys later. So thanks for watching. Alright, anyway, so looks like I'm going to wrap it up. I just wanted to mention I got a very funny PM from somebody out in Oregon. He's wondering if I could do a video on removing a transmission from a 1996 Suburban diesel. Well, buddy, if I had one here, I would be able to do that for you, but I don't. So if you want to bring your Suburban over to me, by all means, I'll be happy to do a video for you. So anyhow, as always, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you during the week. Take care.